Hi, Cody.
Hi, Brianna.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm so good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Happy summer on this gloomy day.
Oh my god, it's so gross out.
It's so gross. Why is it like that? Why is it May and it's not sunny yet?
Oh my god. No, I don't know. I was wearing shorts for the past 2 days, and then I was like, okay, since I'm going on a cruise now, which starts in August, I'm not going to be wearing pants until next, I don't know, April.
Yeah.
I was like, I refuse to wear pants until then, but then I was like, gross. So I was like, oh, I guess pants are coming back out.
I know. I'm wearing shorts today. I was like, no, I'm not having this. I will be cold if I have to. Everybody walking around me was completely dressed and bundled up, and I'm just strutting down the street, fully without pants on. But I'm fine with it. Okay, what are we here for? We're here to talk about your solo.
Yeah,
that was performed at Choreographic Works in March, so a little while ago. And we're gonna look back on it, see if anything has changed, see if anything is grown, or if it's meh, we're gonna leave that there.
Hopefully we're gonna leave it, but
yeah, maybe. All right, let's give it a look. One of the things that I've always thought of is that as dancers, we're kind of professional music listeners.
Yeah.
We kind of our job is to listen to music.
Have to know how to listen to music.
Yeah, yeah. And some people don't know how.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Course. Like you. Yeah. I've seen you dancing.
I love it. Tell me I'm bad. Cody. Musicality is something that I definitely think is important, because you can kind of tell too when the dancer is off.
Oh my god,
right?
yeah. Oh, 100%.
So annoying. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, well that was great. I'm glad that we could watch it and look back on it to reflect. Did you when you look back on it, do you see it becoming something else? Do you want to remount it in some way? No?
Lord, no.
Mm-hmm.
It was just something I found a song that I loved for a whole 3 minutes. I created a minute of my solo, I auditioned it, and then I was like, okay, work. And then from then on, I just hated the song, hated the choreography, hated everything about it. It just, not hated, but it just it wasn't as fulfilling as it was when I started versus when I was finished.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't what I wanted it to be, and it wasn't what I dreamed it would have been. And it was just mainly something just to participate in choreo and all that stuff. And I was just I guess I have to participate. Whatever.
So you weren't excited to do it, or sorry, you weren't excited to perform it.
No, not really. Just it was just never something that spoke to me, really filled me with joy, or really it took me somewhere else, where I was performing, took me to a state of what is it called? When I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah. You're talking about being in the zone, or being
not even being
world?
in the zone, but when you're and you're so taken out of this world, and you're just doing something you love. You're doing something that is great, and I
think that's called happiness.
No. There's an actual word for it. I just
okay.
can't think of a word. I don't even know. I think it's
when you're taken out, you're transported.
Yeah, basically, into
another dimension.
No.
Where are you going with this?
Okay, well, kind of, but not really.
Okay.
So a state of nirvana.
Yes.
So it says in Buddhist, a transcendent state in which there is no suffering, desire, nor sense of self, and the subject is released from the effects of karma and the cycle of death and rebirth. That's not obviously I'm not excluded from death, rebirth, and karma, but
with the dance.
But you know what I mean?
No, for sure.
It's just not suffering, nor desire, nor self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's what I really, like, love to, like, be in. I love to be in, like, a state where I'm not mad, sad, happy, nothing. I'm not nothing but just nothing.
Mm-hmm. But you're, like, neutral almost.
Yeah.
You're just a human.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. There's nothing too deep about it. There's nothing too
There's nothing
serious.
It's not that deep. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
because like the whole time I was performing, I'd be like, oh fuck this again, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'd be like, oh this is the actual worst. Like this isn't fun. This isn't fun and fresh. Blah blah blah. Like
fun and fresh and fierce.
So it just like it wasn't that for me. So
yeah, I feel like I've been in that too. Like I'm wondering if it could just be like this instance or something, or if there's like a way for that you could sort of make it more fun for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, did you set the choreo and then didn't touch it? Like you like locked it in,
like,
or was it different every night or something?
No, because I always set the choreo. But I would always get like Kate Hilliard to like. I'd be like, oh, Kate, what do you think of this? And she would be like, well, this sucks, so you should do it like this. And I'd be like, oh, amazing, thank you. And then I would love it so much.
Having, like, someone to look at it.
Yeah.
Right, because it is a solo on yourself. Yeah. That's hard to...
So, after a certain point, I wasn't able to get any outside eye, and I wasn't able to get somebody to tell me, like, with a critical approach on how to, like, do something another way, do something this way so it makes more sense, do something, like... this way so it feels better in the body and like it will like make your movement this and this if you do this one certain adjustment to like your neck. So I never had like an outside eye after a certain point, so it just like never like moved me in the way that I wanted to.
I get that. I mean, yeah, like working on yourself too can be, like I said, very tricky because you don't really get to know what it looks like, right? I definitely find that with if I'm like choreographing on myself, I really need someone else to come in. And Kate's a great person to like help sort of, and it, like you said, they're just small little adjustments. Crack, crack, crack as you crack, crack, crack. They're just like small little adjustments. Like it really doesn't have to be anything where it's like, let's just do a complete opposite of what you just did. And actually, I remember watching you in one of your sessions with her. She made you put on running shoes.
Yeah.
What, like, I mean, it's running shoes, it's whatever, but, like, that little small change of footwear, like, what did that do? Do you remember?
It did. What did it do? I don't know. I think I was dancing in socks before that, because, like, everybody's like, okay, you need to dance in socks, Cody. Like, it's just...
it's the trend.
It's just, you have to do that. And I was like, oh, fine, if I have to. And then I was like, Kate, what's good? And she was like, well, I can see, like, you're dancing in socks, which is just, like, okay, but you look like you're, like, a baby deer slipping everywhere.
Right, that could happen, yep.
And I was like, yeah, naturally, because I don't dance in socks. I don't like dancing in socks. And then I was also dancing in shorts, so she was like, I think you need to dance in pants, so you're not, like, worried about, like, scraping your leg on the ground or whatever. So, like, she was like, okay, do that. And then, like, after putting on shoes... I was able to, like, actually have, like, a grip on the floor and, like, shoes on dance floor. It's, like, sticky. So it's, like, it's not like you have any slide whatsoever. It's not sticky, but, like, but you won't slip.
No, yeah.
So, she'd be like, okay, do this, this, and this. Travel with this, do this. And it was, like, really, it was, like, a lot better, and I felt a lot more powerful. Rather than before and than when I danced it in barefoot. So it just like, I don't know, like generated a lot of power that I needed.
Okay.
To feel like great about it, but obviously I didn't wear them in my solo, so like.
You probably weren't allowed to. I feel like they wouldn't like it if running shoes were on stage.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't love if I was like in like Nikes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's kind of weird, but okay.
It's weird, but like, why not? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the stage, like, can't have that kind of material on it or not, but like, I don't know, like, why not wear?
Yeah, I don't know. I would have like,
If it helped, like it seems like you're saying it
like
helped.
it helped. So I don't know. I just like wouldn't like the look of it, just because like I wouldn't want to go out and buy a pair of shoes, just because I was like, at the time I was like, I'm jobless.
Oh yes.
So like I was just like, I don't know, like, and then I also wouldn't want like the little Nike swoop on it, so I'd be like, not for me. So totally I wore them like rehearsing majority of the time, not all the time, but majority. But yeah, no, I don't know.
I totally get it. Yeah, and actually, let's switch gears for a little bit. I want to hear about your cruise that you're going to be going on.
Oh my god! Hopefully, we go.
So explain what it is. Is it how long is it? Where are you going?
Well, hopefully we're still going, just because like I still have to pass all my medical tests.
Oh, gotcha.
So they have anyway, I'll talk about that after. So it's
all the logistics.
It's with Norwegian Cruise Lines.
Okay.
I'm going onto one of their ships called the Gem, and I think we're doing 3 shows. What shows are we doing? We're doing Blazing Boots.
Oh.
I think it's country, which is like kind of gross. But
sounds like a runway on Drag Race.
Let me find my contract. I'll find my contract and I'll tell you all the logistics.
Sounds good.
My mom texts me too much, so it's gonna take a minute.
Duty.
So we're going. I think we go around the Caribbean and like southern like North America, and like also South America. Caribbean's in South America, right?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, that makes more sense.
So I think we're going around there. And we're like, yeah, so I live in Tampa for a month. So I go to Tampa, hopefully, on August 4th, and I'm there until, when am I there until? September 11th.
Oh, so it's like a month.
Yeah.
Okay, for rehearsals?
Yeah, we do rehearsals, and then I think we set, like, all the stuff. And then, yeah, so we do rehearsals, we set all the stuff, and then we go and and then we have a travel day, and then we board the ship on the 12th, I think. I don't know where. I honestly don't know anything.
You're just going to show up.
Like, literally, I'm just going to show up and
You're
be like,
just here to perform.
Hopefully I'm still hired. So yeah, we spend a month in Tampa, do all the rehearsals, get all like the shows down, and then we board the ship, and then we're gonna be like sailing for 6 to 8 months. It never really told me. And then
that's a lot of time to be on a ship, though, eh?
Yeah, but I'm not mad about it. Cause like I don't know. I've never really left North America. Like I went to Greece last summer.
Yeah.
Well, we went to Greece last summer,
That's
obviously.
where we met.
And then like that's the only time I've ever really actually traveled. Because usually, like if I was like going somewhere, it would be from Thunder Bay for dance. So I'd go to Toronto for like a ballet. Like it was like stupid. It was like a ballet like conference. And then I would go to like Minneapolis for like dance competitions, and then I would go to sometimes like this one place called Duluth. Probably
Duluth.
Yeah, it's like north of Minneapolis.
Okay, it's in America.
Yeah, it's in America.
I was like,
the dance competitions there are awful.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The tea.
Oh my god! Like the dancers, they're like trying to kick their ears, but they're bending their bodies to like get their knees to their ears, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're doing it." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're really doing that." So like I never really like, and then like Orlando and Chicago for like dance, and then Winnipeg too, but like just like never really like dance. So it was just like competitions.
It was for something. You were busy.
Yeah. And I was like busy. I wasn't having the time to go look around. I wasn't having the time to actually travel. So. I don't know, I'm excited because, like, obviously I'm going to be dancing, but we're obviously going to have some downtime.
Totally, yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, the shows that we're doing are Broadway's Sing, the musical. I'm not singing.
Oh my god, please sing for me, though.
Oh my god, no. And then we're doing blazing boots, which I'm
The house
almost
down.
I'm almost positive it's country.
I feel like that makes sense.
Like country boots,
Like Boots and Hearts or like something.
I don't know, something
Yeah.
terrible, regardless. And then Get Down Tonight, which I think is a disco.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And then Broadway Swing is obviously swing.
That's really good. You know all that stuff.
Ish. So yeah, I'm really excited, but like I just like I don't really know, because like I'm just I'm just scared to meet new people, obviously.
Yeah.
And then scared that choreographers aren't gonna like me. They're gonna be like, well, you're shit, and we'd be like, oh, duh.
Cody, you're so funny. You just amaze me completely because out of everyone in our entire school, like in the dance program, not just in fourth year or in your class, like you have the like most photographic but for dance memory that I've ever seen. You memorize and know every single combo that like our teachers have given us. Like how do you do that? Are you just born with it?
Yeah, honestly, like
Oh
just
my
like
god. That's
like
so cool.
when I was at my old dance studio in Thunder Bay, like whenever we would have like stupid like dance routines, they'd be like, okay, well, remember this for next week, and then I'd be like, okay, you weird bitch. And then like I'd go home, never think about it again, just like kind of go home, chill, just go through the rest of my week of dance, and then come back, and they'd be like, okay, who remembers? And like everybody would be like, oh, not me, except for me. I'd just be like, oh yeah, no, easy, 5, 6, 7, 8, let's go. So then usually
such a good skill.
Yeah, and then it was just like usually like it was like kind of annoying sometimes just because like people wouldn't even bother to try to remember because they would just be like, oh well, Cody's gonna remember, so I don't have to. And they wouldn't remember like anything until like we would have like the whole like 3 minutes done. So like until then they wouldn't have like the energy, the effort, or whatever to like not everybody obviously, but like there's a few people in my mind who are just like, oh, like, let's wait for Cody to teach us again.
Right,
like,
they're expecting you to pick up the load.
So yeah, like, it's always, like, been like that.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's just, like, it is a blessing, but, like, sometimes when people, like, will just be like, oh, well, like, I'll try to be, like, going through stuff myself, and people will be like, oh, Cody, what's this exercise? Oh, what's this, and what's this? And I'll just be like, well, like, figure it out yourself. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, yeah, just, like, they'll be like, oh, what's after this? I'll be like, oh, just, like, I don't know, like, kick your head. I don't know. Like, whatever's next. But, like, if they're like, oh, can you teach me the whole exercise? I'm like, no, that's your job. Like, if I'm going through it with somebody, like, and you see that I'm going through it with somebody, like, don't wait 5 minutes after and then ask me about it. Like, just stand up and do it with us.
Right, totally.
So, like I love helping people, and I will always try to help people, but, like, I don't know, sometimes I don't think people understand that I have to help myself first.
Oh, for sure.
So,
for sure. Taking care
I'm making this way deeper than it is. Like, I just remember a few exercises.
No, it's okay. It goes hand in hand with real life.
Like, whenever I'd have, like, interviews with the faculty, like, Kate would be like, well, like, she's like, I noticed that you have really good memory, just don't be the memory for the whole class. And she's like, don't, like, yeah. So I was like, oh, like, I have to stop that sometimes.
But I don't think you can stop. Like, it feels like it's just how your brain works.
Oh, not
right?
Stop remembering, just, like, stop helping everybody.
Stop helping people, yeah. Or, like, not take shit from people and just be like,
just, like, don't.
Hey, you can figure it out yourself, you know?
Like, yeah, just, it was just mainly don't be responsible for everybody else. And
totally.
That's about it.
Good for you. Good for you for, like, remembering and figuring that out. Because I think it would be something that, like, you could literally just throw away and be like, yeah, I'll help you. And like you say, you're going to not really take care of yourself if you're always thinking about other people. Good. Yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to talk to you about.
Wow.
Thank you for... Yeah, just a quick little chat to catch up. We'll go for coffee after this, though, and actually dish the tea.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for sitting with me.
Oh my God, thank you so much.